What is up, bros? Me, Josh here, and today's video is all about the Worcester, the Worcester, whatever you want to call it. We had a really fun game in it the other day. Now, top right corner, still work in progress, so stats on this ship are subject to change. But we're mainly just talking about this game in general, not so much the ship, although I have really enjoyed this playstyle, and I hope you guys will when it comes out. Basically, imagine a tier 10 Atlanta playstyle, good AA, radar, massive fire chance for the rate of fire. It's a really fun ship, a really kind of unique play style, almost like a Minotaur with HE shells, and really been enjoying it. Now I've been kind of changing my play style with this ship, and originally when I kind of went over this ship, it was a bit of a quote-unquote island humper, sticking close to islands, sticking close to cover. I've been playing the ship a lot more like an open water ship, and it may not be the most effective that way, but it's been way more fun. I've been really enjoying it, and you'll kind of see it in this ship here. Right now with the changes to, of course, the USN line, lots and lots of cruisers, battleships. We even have a CV, so it's always fun to check out CV games. But we have a Caba versus a Girion for 1 DD only, so we're going to have a bit of a disadvantage there, but looks like our CV is going to win the first exchange, which is awesome. And if something gets relatively close to me, of course they're going to get obliterated as we start chunking down some planes, and he's just going to fly right by me, so it's always good. Luckily he was the red CV, so we'll always take that, and we're going to try to knock down a couple of these planes. Try not to stay too broadside to anything, and try to do what we can. And lots of radar coming in. We see that the Girion is on B because he's capping it, and there's not too much our Caba can do against the Girion. He's just gonna get out spotted, and what their team has 1, 2, 3, potentially 4 radars and a CV, so it's gonna be pretty hostile for a Caba to get close to anything. So we basically told him to bail. We'll see if we can get a spot on the Girion, and of course he's gonna go a little bit forward, so we'll aim for that there. And our CV was kind of on top of this. He did a pretty good job this game. And but he was also rolling the 3 dive bombers set up, so don't really see that. See a lot of people going for the torp bombers, but he did a really good job in general. And we're just trying to pump out as much damage as possible as I'm trying to take this torp right on the ass end of the ship. That's what you don't want to do with this, is take unneeded damage. So teams are kind of spread out. They're going pretty heavy to A cap, so I thought I'd rotate there, but try to hold down this. Luckily we got him out of the cap before he ended up getting the cap, so that's always good. And our CV with those dive bombers can go, you know, absolutely just destroy a couple battleships, so he's gonna get some damage on those, which is good. And we'll try to hold down this side. And always good to have a Tirpitz launch 6-kilometer torps at nothing within 6 kilometers. So got it. Has torps must launch, as they all say. So Girion's still not in B cap, so those torps are going to make it probably to the edge of the cap, and that's about it. But we're in a really good spot here because of how they've rotated. There's nothing that's really going to spot us here too much unless the DD is here or this cruiser pushes up, so we can really start farming these guys and start showing off insane fire chance. Now, pure fire chance, like percentage wise, it's nothing too crazy on this ship, but with adding that to the rate of fire, it's pretty crazy. I think I'm at like a 12% because I have inertia fuse right now. So with a super fast reload, you can pump out a massive amount of damage, and it seems like you just light a ton of fires as well as just good straight up alpha damage. So Conqueror's moving in now. Conqueror, of course, has the super heals and everything like that, but with the 4K salvo, we'll be able to kind of just start dunking him down a little bit, especially with this rate of fire. So, I mean, again, we just chunked off, what, 15K on him alone in a couple seconds, so pretty nuts. Take that Azumo down as well, and hopefully try to push this and kind of stop their push. Again, we're in a really good spot too. I like to sit here with a lot of high AA ships, sit in this area, because what does it do? You lock down this whole area, and you lock down this whole area with your AA bubble, having 7.2 kilometers with my current setup right now. So again, murdering a broadside Conqueror with that alpha damage. Just front guns, we're getting almost a 3K salvo, which is pretty crazy. Down goes their Izumo, so we tied it up right there. We lost the Tirpitz, which isn't too crazy. He's the guy launching torps at nothing within range, so that's to be expected. And we just took out an Izumo, so we'll definitely take that. This game was like a real kind of, it was like a roller coaster of emotions, because it seemed pretty good. Like right now, you know, we can't really cap too much. They aren't really capping anything. We're kind of even, right? We took out a, you know, we traded basically a Tirpitz for an Azumo, which I'll take any day, the up trade. And we're kind of just farming these guys, you know. They're cap they're pushing A cap kind of broadside to all of us. We're working them down. Me and this DM are just doing fire breathing work. And it seems like this is just going to be an absolute roll, right? We're sticking fires on that Yamato. He's half life. There's nothing you can really do. There's a second fire. You know, not too much that's going to happen. We're hoping to not get dunked down here, so we're going to move up just a tad and avoid the whole salvo. Feels good. And things are going pretty well. But if you can see kind of in the top right corner, we have a battleship way in the corner. A Buffalo obviously pushed way too far up, got surrounded. And we're like, okay, well, that's not very good, but we are winning here. So even though we're losing a couple guys, as long as they're, I mean, we have a battleship up at, what, A9? So if he just distracts them, pulls them into that corner, we then have time to circle back, and we should be fine. But we gotta get some kills over here on A. We always gotta get some frags. You always hear me kind of saying, you know, it's not the worst to lose ships if you have cap control, but right now we're losing that as well. So we're down a ship, we're losing caps. They have a stealthier DD than me, and you know, we aren't getting these frags. We need to kind of do it out, and sadly take a torp there. We lost another. We lost our Alsace. So that distraction in that top right corner isn't there anymore. So kind of a downside. Our Conqueror's pushing up as well, which isn't really kind of the best thing. Getting an aggro Conqueror this kind of early in the game isn't the best. You should just be doing Conqueror things. But what we're doing right now is we have a Republique. Luckily, the guys on A caps are getting relatively low, so that's good. But we still haven't killed them off. If we take out that Alabama, which we're trying to right here, we take out this Conqueror, we take out the Yamato, we're basically back into this game number-wise and basically health pool-wise. So we've lost a couple battleships, not top tier. We lost the Buffalo, and we're hoping they got some trades health-wise, because they didn't get any trades kill-wise, but hopefully we got them health-wise. You know, if they left a couple guys on maybe 5-10k, that's something we can get right back pretty quick. So I'm going to rotate away from this, trying to stay into the middle because I don't want to get a spot, but I'm assuming ships will start pushing up here, which means that we will start basically getting spotted. Conqueror just got himself a brand new ship, and so a Conqueror and a Henry down there are also pretty dangerous. So we're trying to get our CV to focus on this Conqueror. I think I even typed in chat for him to focus the Conqueror in a little bit. But getting rid of these big guns is always massive. And this is where kind of the whole switch. See, there we go. He's taking that guy out, which is really good. With the big AP bombs, see, I'm trying to get him to focus on the Conqueror right there, because we can gun down the Yamato, and as long as he dies, and then if he can get a couple big hits on that Conqueror, that's really, really good, because I think he only used one, so that's what he's starting to do. But this is kind of where this game really turns into an interesting game, because we just keep losing guys, right? We keep losing guys, we're losing it, we're down 250 points. But this is when the team kind of just, all right, this is what we have to do, let's get it done. And everyone starts playing like really good. Yeah, we're gonna keep losing a few ships and you know, a couple other things, but this is when I turn this thing into an open water boat, have just a ton of fun, and we really just go into man mode. So my detection is 9.5. I have a 9.9 radar. So if I get spotted, you know, by ships, of course, not by planes, I am going to be within range, and I'm gonna try to knock down these planes as much as possible to give our CV enough chance. But I'm gonna push this. I'm in a very fragile, basically armorless ship. I am pushing the push over here. I'm the only one on this half of the map. And so what am I doing? I'm going to start swinging back and forth using WASDA and just going to town on these guys. I can out DPS these guys. I just need them to not fire AP at my broadside and I'll be okay. Yes, they do, I think, have one more. They have a Bismarck over here somewhere, so we got to be a little careful of him. But my DPS is so nuts in this ship. And so let's just go to town. Let's just go to work. This Buffalo, they're going to go in and out. I have some heals, 2 heals left. I have 1 more radar. So we're just going to get in basically a kiting situation. We're going to try to pull them away and just continue to just do massive, massive damage. And what am I going to do? I'm going to alternate repairs on these people, try to get them to burn a repair or 2, and then I can basically get that stuck. Just like this, that Buffalo just repaired right there, and just start working these guys down. I'm going to try to rotate those fires, get fires on multiple targets, and just start getting this game back into our hands. Because right now we're down. We're down big. They basically control this whole map. They have a gearing somewhere going crazy. We still don't know where he is. He hasn't been spotted for a while. And although I'm pretty agile, high DPS, one shot from that Bismarck and I'm dead. One shot. One lucky shot from him and I'm just toast. One bad turn from me, that Buffalo's going to put 203s on my side, and I'm basically toast. So, Torp's right there behind me. The gearing is spotted. But we're starting to win this fight over here. And everyone's starting to rotate back. We killed those guys. The Henry that was way down south was pushed to here, so our CB's working on that. And this is when the F3 starts kicking in, and all of a sudden you're going to start seeing a lot more shells coming in from my team. My team's like, you know what, we can get this one. We got this comeback. We're gonna bring it back. And this is when the power of focus fire comes in. Now, whenever I play ranked battles, I spam the ever-living hell out of F3s. Because it seems like some people honestly don't know what to do, so, or are just looking for maybe what the right target is. What should we do? What should we focus on? And instantly, F3, everyone starts shooting the same shit. I love it. I absolutely love it. Pushing in. I'm going to get more aggressive now. The Bismarck, which I'm most scared about, is pushing way south. And we have some good damage, too. So, telling the team to focus on Bismarck, get him out of this game. You force repair on him. And then we want to get the high AA. So, my thinking right here is focus on the high AA ships, high AA fragile ships, and then let the CB take out the battleships, and we're just going to end up burning him down. So, get him out of here. And then we have one more battleship. That's why I'm also happy with Bismarck. So, the Bismarck's going to start putting some pressure on the cruisers. Bismarck's going to go down. Again, we're at like almost a million potential damage, which was awesome. There we go, just ticked over. And everybody just starts to focus the right ships. I absolutely love it. And of course, I'm leading the charge here, so it's great. If anything gets close, they're going to lose their planes to me. And I love when teams do this. You don't get this a lot. You know, you get a lot of battleship mentality of battleship players only shooting at battleships. They think they're going to have, you know, the most damage if they just farm battleships. You get that a lot. Down goes the Bismarck. And, I mean, look at that. Everybody's honestly shooting at the same guy, which is awesome. And I'm just trying to go dark right here. The Henry, the reason why I was totally going dark right here is because this guy, if he shoots AP at me, I think he overpens me, or overmatches me, regardless. And we're just trying to go dark and see what we can. Try to knock down a couple more planes, but still try to go dark, though. And as soon as the Henry kind of got out of the angle, I figured I was relatively safe, so I continued to fire. But it felt so good. You see this in ranked battles every once in a while. Donskoy takes him out. That's awesome. I can go dark now. That guy's luckily not shooting AP at me. And we basically brought this game back. A Worcester, nonetheless, one of the most fragile tier 10 ships, leads the charge and gets us back kind of on the right spot. And our CB as well is going to start pushing in. It seems like a lot of people in the Buffalo aren't liking the AP in a lot of the situations that they should be, and just liking the HE firing. But down he goes as well. Again, everybody's shooting at the right target, and it's crazy, even with randoms, how effective just some simple focus fire. We were down ships, we were down points, we're down caps, we're still down caps, and we just brought this game back in like 4 minutes or something like that, because everyone just decided to put the shots on the right spot. And all we have to do is find the one of our cruisers popped radar, but we have the DM right here. But we have the Henry going around. I figured I would take him out since we have the DM on point. He can radar. If he gets popped at all, our Cabba can absolutely murder him with the support from everyone else. We have an Ibuki as well. Donskoy, they can ping things that are really, really close. So I'm going to push around, get some damage on this Henry, and basically we brought this game back. There's the CV right there, no big deal. And going to save my radar for right now. I think I pop it going around the corner because the Henry is no joke. The Henry can absolutely obliterate your life with its big caliber gun. So you got to be really, really careful though. But our DM's in a great spot right now, and to just pump damage if anything pushes around. And their Minotaur is just kind of chilling right there. So we have a general idea. There's pinging of the DD. There it is right there. And I'm throwing up Hydro just in case for the Henry Torps. And we basically have brought this game back. There's the cap. We're starting to take it back. We're going to push them away. So I just really enjoyed this game, not only because it's a different play style with this ship that I've been testing out and really enjoying it. And that guy's hitting a super nice comeback, which was, it's true, it was a really nice comeback. And of course, I go around long ways to get this guy, and our CV drops some mad AP bombs on us, but that's all right. It was a well fought match by both of the CVs, so it was kind of nice there. But yeah, he had like a 13 or 14k drop or something like that on that guy. Rip all my damage, but what are you gonna do? So that side's covered. We're just gonna end up pushing them through. But I've really been enjoying kind of this open water playstyle. I've been trying it more. Yes, of course, you get unlucky, you're gonna get obliterated. Am I saying this ship new meta is open water? No, but my God, has it been so much more fun than you're sitting next to an island and playing that kind of stereotypical USN cruiser lifestyle. Yeah, I kind of played a little bit close to the island for the first part of the match, but when I had to, and we just went kind of open water against all those other guys, the DPM you can put out of this ship is just absolutely insane. You were seeing me against those Buffalo, they just can't keep up. And the rate of fire, the fire chance, with inertia fuse, the amount of damage you can get out of the ship, it's just out of this world. So again, work in progress. They could easily change it, maybe lower the fire rate, maybe do whatever. But for right now, I'm really enjoying this ship. And I thought this game was freaking awesome. Sometimes you just get those teams that at the start of this game, it just looked like a blowout, like we were going to get absolutely smashed. And then other times you get these random teams that just are on top of it and just want to get the win, because sometimes, especially recently in high tiers, it feels like people just aren't trying anymore. So you get games like this that everyone kind of works together. I mean, look how balanced the kills are with the rest of the team. I mean, almost everybody has a kill that's still alive besides our Bismarck, and he's bottom tier. Then he can't really get too close or else he'll get smashed. So pretty awesome team here, pretty good, pretty hard working on everybody. We held off the sea flank enough, and we got to do some open water fighting with the Worcester as well. So down goes the Shikaku. He'll go down pretty quick. I mean, not much focus fire. He's only got a few seconds to live. And I'm just gonna find this pesky gearing. I feel like this gearing could have done a little bit more, but it would have been really tough for him to do too much because of how much radar there is. It's a tough time to be a DD right now, but all in all, I think it was pretty awesome. I think I rotate north and then surprise the living hell out of this guy. But yeah, overall, just a really fun game. I think this is a map that's growing on me more too, Atlantic. I think it's, especially with the CV, it makes it more fun. I think one thing that can happen with this map is it can get a little campy with A and C cap, but overall, when there's a CV, I think it balances out a little bit more, and people tend to, you know, I guess split up a little bit more and kind of go to different caps. I love contesting B cap. Especially if I have something as strong as this, and if you can control the middle map with the CV, especially with something as high AA as the Worcester, as the DM, the Minotaur, stuff like that, you have a lot of control. It's not that you just control this, like the ship itself, right? Like if I'm sitting right here, I control this, kind of like this area, this flank right here. DD can't push there. He'll just get burned down. A DD can't really push into here because he'll just get burned down with my radar. But the thing that you actually are controlling a lot of is the airspace, and that's even bigger than, and here's the radar, 9.5 radar, 9.9, 9.5 detection, 9.9 radar, so instantly I know he's there. He must have been going for the CV kill or something. Definitely didn't quite play this right. But again, yeah, if you're posted up here, it's not so much what your guns can do, it's what you're letting your CV do. Because if the CV puts any planes here, you're just going to chew them down. 7.2 kilometer range, or it's a no-fly zone. So, you know, he starts losing it, and then early he lost almost the whole squad, 16 planes. Just after that, and we only had, like, I think we got 9 in the first one and then a few in the other. So two main bombardments, and it was basically he was out of planes for like the rest of the game. But overall, a pretty long game, but it was awesome to see an awesome comeback, and I think he survives by just a second. He goes to look back. Yeah, I think he lives. Yeah, so kind of a bummer. And that gearing could have been a little bit more effective that whole game if he just, maybe he's trying to kill our CV, I'm not sure. But the power of focus fire, which was what kind of brought kind of me want to do a quick video on this. But again, the Worcester, a lot of fun, still work in progress though. We had some massive credit games, some massive, I mean, look at that XP. I think that was the 200, the 2-time win. So massive credits, massive XP, 164k, 2 kills, 16 planes shot down, 9 fires, so lots of fires and just lots of XP. And overall, just wanted to give a big shout out to that team for being a fun one, because as I said, high tier is a little rough sometimes. With it just seems like no one's really wanting to play or trying to win. But it's always cool to get teams like this that just kick it right in the ass and just play really, really, really well. As you said, everyone kind of had balanced kills at the end. So anyways, a fun game overall. Hope your guys' games are going well, and hope you guys enjoyed this video. The Power Focus Fire, wanted to show off this game. And that's it from me, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.